So I saw this meme that said the United States of America is a corporation and not a country. I laughed and cried at the same time because it's so true and so sad. This was right before New Year's, so I was thinking more about it and I realized that other countries in the world, they do fireworks, they do some sort of spectacular showcase around a monument or something that represents their country. And here in New York, we all gather in Times Square, the center of advertisement and consumption here in the United States, to watch some random ball fall 1 foot down, confetti fall from the sky, and we start off our New Year's staring up at these hundreds and hundreds of advertisements telling us to keep buying and buying and that we're not good enough yet. Welcome to Luxe Minds, the community focused on consuming healthy content for our minds to make smarter lifestyle decisions. You can join our community by hitting that red subscribe button. It's totally free and worth it, and you get to be part of our great community. My name is Irini. You can also call me Irene. It's the Greek word for peace. I like to think I'm a peaceful person, but many people would say otherwise. I've actually made a how to save money video before. I made one in 2020, so check that out. I'll link it up here and down below. It has very different tips and ideas than this video will contain, so I think it's definitely worth watching both. Now let's jump into it because time is money and I plan to make sure your time is well spent watching this video. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is figure out what are you saving for. This will really help keep you motivated and determined to achieve your goal. For example, in 2020, I saved for my first home, and I have an exciting update coming up on that, so stay tuned. Figure out what it is that you're saving for. And then step 2, visual reminders. It is very important that you whether you write it on a Post-it and you stick it up on your wall, it's the first thing you see, it's hidden in little spaces to remind you what it is that you're saving for. Studies show that the more you visually see your goals, the more likely you are to accomplish this. And I take this to heart. I put Post-its all around my house. This channel idea was actually a Post-it back in March of 2020. And look at it now, right? We're almost at 1K subscribers. It's really exciting to see how far we've come. So I really recommend this method. Okay, step 3, curb your consumerism. Online shopping is killing your wallet. I can't tell you how many people I talked to in 2020 that said their online shopping spiked through the roof. In part because they couldn't leave their house, but also because they found it as like a coping mechanism, purchasing things that would bring them temporary joy. Luxe Minds, I cannot tell you enough that there's only so much happiness the things in your life can bring you. Sometimes it's just the anticipation of wanting to get something, and then once we have it, we're over it and on to the next thing. And it's absolutely killing your wallet. What I like to do when I'm shopping is if I really, really want something like a necklace or something that I don't really need in life at that time, I usually take 30 to 40 days of just waiting out to see if once all this time has passed, do I still really want this thing? This really helps me distinguish between something that I will cherish and really care for versus something that will bring me temporary joy and then turn into something I just drag through life with me. Some other things you can try to curb your consumerism is turn on your ad blocker on your internet browser to reduce the number of ads that are popping up. Unsubscribe from those mailing lists of those emails you get about flash sales and big discounts. Reduce your online scrolling at night. Studies show that impulse buying is likely to happen a lot more at night. You're scrolling, you're all cozy. Ooh, that blanket looks so nice. I need to have it. Cart, cart, cart. Cut it out. It will really help you. Now, I'm not saying to cut out online shopping completely. It is essential during these times, but I do recommend using a coupon extension in your browser if you are going to shop online. This has saved me so much money, and there's different ones you can use. Honey is really popular. You can use Retail Me Not to look up coupons for a specific store. This is a no-brainer. Download one right now. All right, next we have DIY beauty. Yes, do it yourself, honey. Whether it's getting a haircut, doing your nails, 2020 was the year we all became professional hairdressers and nail technicians, whatever it may be. I'm sure you had to learn to take care of yourself, and I think it's something that you should continue doing in 2021. I, during quarantine, purchased a nail kit, which I mentioned in a previous video. I talked about Olivia and June. It's been absolutely amazing. My nails look like they were done at the salon. Okay, my next one might be a little bit hard for you guys to handle, but subscriptions. From clothing to food to media to niche products like shaving kits. It's absolutely crazy how much people are pushing out at you on a monthly basis. Limit your subscriptions. I would say list out how much money you spend every month on all your subscriptions and make those tough calls to eliminate them. I think it's absolutely crazy how we used to pay, I don't know, $60 to $70 a month for like 300 plus channels on your TV. And now you pay like $10 for every single one of those. It's really crazy how we've progressed. But side note, just in general, limit your consumption of TV shows and movies. When was the last time you binged a book? Now, don't kill me because I just said limit your subscriptions, and I'm gonna mention a subscription box right now related to grocery food. I came across Misfits Market and I actually did a review video on it. You can watch it here. I had a one-off case where it wasn't like the best experience because they sent me the wrong box, but if you read the comment section, people have had a great experience with this. Companies are now focusing in on the food that doesn't make the cut to go to the grocery store and be sold. And instead of throwing all that food out, they're taking these imperfect looking foods, putting them in a box and sending them out to people. They're all organic and they're all at a less price than what you would spend at the grocery store. Try it out in your location and see how it does. I'm gonna link them down below, but I really think this is a great thing for you to look into and worth it being a subscription. Okay, on the theme of food, I do want to mention Too Good To Go, which is another company focused on reducing food waste in the world, and one I really love. I use them all the time. They're slowly entering the US market. They're a European company, but I know they're in New York City already, and I'm sure they'll be in other cities and hopefully very local into the suburbs as well. How it works is that they partner with restaurants, bakeries, grocery stores, and whatever food they have left over at the end of the day, they put them in a bag and they sell it at a discounted price, like $4 or $5, and you can get really great things. I did a whole video review on it. I'll link it here and down below for you guys to check it out. Okay, on this next one, I know all the readers are gonna come from me, but honestly, I'm a reader at heart. I've been reading since I was a little girl and I absolutely love to read. I've purchased every book I've ever read, and now I'm surrounded by books in my life, and it's honestly so overwhelming that I don't know what to do with them. But I've realized that I don't need to purchase every single book in my life. There is something called a library, which I used to use a lot as a little girl. But now that I'm older, I'm like, oh, I want to buy Amazon. The library, guys, it will save you so much money. You get to read all the books you want to read. They also have ebooks that you can rent out and go straight to your Kindle, which is amazing. And if you really love a book, then you can compromise at the end of it and buy one. Okay, number 10. Do yourself a favor, do me a favor, but do the world a favor, especially our planet, and quit fast fashion. Not only is it killing the planet, but it's killing your wallet. And you might think, Irene, no, it's not. I spent like $9 on this beautiful top. And I will say, well, how many times do you think you're gonna wear it before it's falling apart? What are those toxins, those cheap toxins, doing to your skin, your largest organ in your body that's soaking in those things that you don't realize? I think quitting fast fashion has been one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. And now you might be thinking, I get it, quantity over quality, but I just don't have the money to spend on buying a $30 top. And I feel for you, I really do. I've been there. I have lots of videos on my channel that go into consignment stores, thrifting, finding quality pieces for a lot less. So it's totally possible. I think you just need to make that mindset change and put it into action. And that is it. That is the 10. Again, watch my other how to save money video. I go into how to save money on your bills, your rent, transportation. It's really helpful. And it took a lot of time to think it all out. So watch it and like it. Make sure to subscribe with that bell notification on, and I will see you next week. Bye, Luxe Minds.